And for those of us that have been following His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, right from the one, that man have said, if you watch them dying, they will die for this very freedom. And any man that is not afraid, we don't already put death for her. They're not use their threatening now. These very people, they mean what they are doing. That's why they never want to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They know where they must definitely speak out. And one thing Nigerians are not really getting clear, we are taking this as a joke. If you know your parents in Nigeria, find their enemy a dead person because they may not survive what is coming. Before Nnamdi Kanu was able to build allies, how ammunition came into Nigeria, you don't know. How ESN were created, you don't know. Don't you see that this man might have created, the same country who have helped him to create ESN, he gave them weapons, the same countries or the same allies he built might have also helped him to fight Nigeria. Make your money abroad though. Don't show concern, don't share the video. It's going to happen to you in a way and manner you never. And one thing about war, it affects people that were never prepared for it. The people that are prepared enough small will die because they've already gotten their hideout already. But you yourself that still go to buy ticket from February, you want to go and see your one idiot, just go. What's about to hit Nigeria? You have not hit any other country in the world. And one thing, we always depend on the West. Maybe when it happens with international community, tell me one country in the world, international community has solved their problem. What they do is they escalate it. That's why I'm going to be reading the heading to you right now. Let me just forget about sharing. Let me go to the heading and read it to you. I create my heading myself. I don't do copy and paste. Now it is a breaking news. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which everybody right now. If at all any Igbo man break your heart as a woman, you have to say free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know why? You are saying free Mazi Kanu so that your parents also might be free from these men that's about to happen. Nowhere to hide. Every one of us is going to collect from inside. Do what you can do now before it is too late. What is coming to Nigeria, it is unimaginable. You cannot imagine it. Do not underestimate people agitating for freedom. I'm appealing to the British government here. British government and the allies should please solve the problem they created in Nigeria. Use every little opportunity you have to speak the truth. Disaster loading. It is not a receive it that the Westerners use in building their society you are living in today. Stop fooling yourself. Now, the area I want us to concentrate on is everybody to just see the one you can even easily do. Go to your Facebook handle. Put in the free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that to clear your conscience that you try. Because what's about to happen? Your house is going to be destroyed. With what I'm perceiving, I know you are not going to believe after I talk about it, you never believe it. Today you have a nanotech in your system. I mean, I want to do the will of my Father from here. If you like, you listen, I don't bloody care. Because it will come to a time I'm going to cross my mind when these things are happening. I will not pass information to anybody of what is to happen next. One thing we are not getting about the West is this. We are taking what is happening as if it's a joke. Now, it is happening in another country as we speak. Hundreds of people have died in Peru. The UN, they have not been able to say anything. Do you know why people like the Democrats or the NATO or the EU, the other day they were sending tanks for those of us that follow news. Even Spanish are the small rich. I don't say all those ones are together. They are just trying to do, you know, scare event, say the 50. The Minister for Defense, Ruby Magreta, he no one hide herself. That woman no one hide herself. He still came out, they were sending tank to Ukraine. Now, sending tank died to say amount car to Ukraine to fight Russia war. All those things are just to brainwash you, to still let you know as if something is happening there. There's no longer thing happening there right now. What the Russians and the military allies went there for. They've cleared the Kazarian Mafia. Biolab weapon that was there, it have been cleared. The Nazi militias have also been cleared. So they are trying to still, you know, kind of put you in the line of there is still war there and all of other. All of them, they were setting tanks. They concentrate on Ukraine. Why did they concentrate on Ukraine? And what was Ukraine caught in 1991? And they were not given border license. They were caught because that place become a den of thieves. They make it their den of thieves. That's why the highest biolab in the world is in Ukraine. They are money laundering, they are adrenochrome, child trafficking, everything funny there. That was why Donald Trump and his allies, they used Putin as a figure to make sure Ukraine were raided. They were not coming for the civilians. They just went there to go and take away what is not supposed to be existing in this world. We as a human, there is a lot we need to do for ourselves. For those of you following TikTok, follow it very well. Congratulations. But the cry you are going to cry later. It's going to be much. Follow, I can see that a lot of millions of Nigerians today, they are in TikTok. Now, every social media that come, we overtake it, forgetting about the main problem that we have. What is happening today is not about the Igbo problem. They want to depopulate Nigeria through this very means. That was why the very day they said, Nnamdi Kanu discharged and acquitted. Why did they still hold him? So that the war can break out. And do you think Igbo people is going to allow or the same people, what Nigerian government did to Igbo people so many years ago, it's not going to happen again. Nigeria is going to become, it's going to enter inside the ground. Go and mark my word. If Nnamdi Kanu is not released. It's not about the boy alone. It's not, go and think yourself of what is coming. This one is not a scary event. I'm not trying to give you, maybe I'm trying to make you fear. Because if you are still doubting my word today, they have to say you must be an idiot. I know they carry the talk. To my own tip, I does not follow you, I receive it. I meditate on whatever thing that is happening. Before you know, I begin to see the God of ancestors speaks to me. What is coming? You can stop it. Do you know how you go to stop it? By telling Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because it's a trap. The country that I go to unleash on Nigeria, you are going to be surprised. That John Huang of North Korea will be the first to track. And Kuwait will follow. Before you know, Russia will also join to conquer Nigeria and sink them. You don't know what is coming. It's not all about the Igbos. It's all about everybody. Before, and if any person is doing anything, there is a parable in my dialect that say, if small pikin, they do something, and you find out, say, this small pikin, they do this thing, so, you get within their back. What are these people? What is their source of their strength? Why they are doing what they are doing? And why did they say no election in Biafra land? Have you ever wanted to think about it? I know most of you right now to do campaign Peter Obi, vote for Peter Obi, very easy. What is going to come, my dear? Waiting at the sea. If I have not seen I saw this world won't be, I'm not going to regret why I came. But what is the battle before Nigeria? Somalia will be better than Nigeria. I don't think a lot of us have seen, there was a video Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did some time ago before he was arrested. And I wanted to go and start watching the past video of that man. That man was not just speaking. That man is already dead long time ago. He just leave. Nnamdi Kanu have long sacrificed his life for this very struggle. Long time ago. You've already know whether he's alive or he's not alive. What is going to happen to Nigeria will happen. And most of you are not getting it clear. Maybe there is something that have entered this man that makes him, even when the British government, they promise him to give him billions of dollars, he refuses it. There is something behind it. And for those of you who don't really know what war is all about, it's not about no government entering some burning stations. It's all about, there will be plastic missiles everywhere. A flying jet can just come from nowhere. One go your entire those state because they want scatter everywhere. If at 1967, Igbo people were able to manufacture the ammunition they use in fighting Nigeria, even not because of a lot of other countries they joined. Nigeria for not fight Igbo people. As at then, they were manufacturing the ammunition. No, go and imagine how was ESF formed? No, how did this so there are thousands of people the very day they inaugurated ESN. You were seeing them. You think it is your social media bully of Igbo Nyamiri? East is East. No. It's not going to work out again. Most of you, your father, your mother with that, you don't even know how they moved. For the people that were alive in 1967 through 1970, they know what transpired. I watched one press interview of this man, Olusegun Obasanjo. He said he experienced Nigerian civil war. No one experienced them again. For those of you that have not tested war, how it look like, go and check war film. Not be who the matter concerned, they die. Who the matter concerned, not they die. Now people will not expect, now they die. One, parents who cannot really run. People will start making money and all that. Now, what about Nigerian government? Say, okay, now they say no election. They start blocking road. You are not going to vote today. The Nigerian government tend to unleash. Before you know, jets don't enter up. Drop one for Abuja, drop one for Lagos. Are you after election now? Are you after election? Election is gone. So earlier the better for you. If Nigerian people, if you guys are listenable now, we know. Go and attack to stop this nonsense people from dying. Tell them to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As Nigerian government, if you say they get allies, Britain allies, Britain don't support Nigeria this time. Or what Britain want to do is to what as you kill yourself and depopulate yourself. Later they will bring in a new government. That's what they are going to do. Will I die? Me, I don't go there. Me, I don't go there. I know when it's going to start. I know it's going to end. What about they not start using chemical weapon? Chemical weapon, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Do you think all these things just going to go like this? We are happy that we are alive. But there are a lot of things. One thing I hate about black race now, we know they can't anything to be anything. We don't know how to solve problem from a little level. Today now we are praying. Your prayer cannot solve it. Let us join together and tell the federal government of Nigeria, please release this man. Since no government will be killing people, have you ever heard that any leader child was killed? Their child will never be killed. Nothing will ever happen to their children. It is also going to be the innocent people. The innocent people. Before you know, all these pastors that be saying, I receive it, they will enter their private jet. From there, enter Ghana. It's still you, the innocent person, that's going to feel the pains later. Earlier, the better. I'm expecting all freedom fighter, whatever thing you are agitating for, whether you are saying Obi or whatever. It's not all about the Igbos here. It's all about the plans that the people has. Transfer this information to your loved ones. For those of you that can take away your parents from Nigeria, go and take them away from Nigeria. Tell them to go to somewhere. Because what's about to happen, I don't really know why I find myself in this very kind of activism. Why I'm not doing that. People doing sack today now, they are receiving money. You cost my pay, I cost your money. At the end of the day, money enter my account. It be still good, but I might still change. I never know. Because I'm almost emotionally damaged to what I'm seeing. I shared this thing to 1 or 2 persons yesterday with the Brinton side. I know when you share some things with some people, they don't watch. They were talking about the mess that have happened, the event that is about to come, the causes of all these things, and now we are having other threat to it. Can we be able to beg the Igbo people to calm down? Or is there anybody who is trying to talk to federal government of Nigeria to divert this very problem? Let them release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Under normal condition, what that man is fighting for, that man have not committed any crime. Nigerian government don't hold it down to it because they wanted to use Fulani. And the reason why I want to do this one, made it teaching a little bit broad and not one shout. I played a video to you the other day at 1999 Constitution. They mentioned Islam in so many places. Mentioned Hausa in so many places. Christians were never mentioned. That is to say, Nigeria is an Islamic state. That was why they bring about Fulanization. And this will be an opportunity for them to do it. And the only people that will be stopping them are the Igbo people. And you cannot expect this in the Igbo that you are seeing today. Igbos are prepared. Now you want the food. It's not what you are seeing on media, maybe because they are unleashing on this one. Of Igbo, Nyamerida. Those people, they are going to run. Their word did not count. It count on the ground. Before Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, Nnamdi Kanu have already built allies. He has allies. If you want to know, go and check the meaning of AK-47. What it can take to buy one AK-47. It's hundreds of nairas. Now, who gave this man this very idea? Who trained these very people? How were they trained? Why is it that up till now, Nigerian government have not been able to search our bush and say right now, we have eradicated ESN? How are they getting the ammunition? How do you feel, how they are prepared today? Before they come and say, no election in Biafra land, did they depend on the no government? Do you think it's going to be an AK-47 assault rifle problem? Or there's going to be a jet fighter on the up? Do you know whether any country have promised them? I'm perceiving North Korea might have promised them because nobody want that man headache. Only American president that visited North Korea in the history of this world is only Donald Trump. And it was the very day Donald Trump when they went to go and say, okay, now, small boy, come over, let's join hands together and repair this world. That's why today is part of the ally that repairing this world. Do you think John Wahon will be happy over the excessive killing of innocent people that's happening in Nigeria? They may not be happy. So you feel Nigerian government, they are killing people in Olu, killing people in Obi-Igbo, massacring Igbo that the foreign country, they are happy. Britain have already lost the grip. Britain cannot say anything in this world today. Britain, as you can speak, their empire have fallen. The most poor country in the world today that have major problems is Britain. They don't even know how to live, how they are going to do their life now. They don't know. But these are the things you may not really perceive because BBC will not talk about it. CNN will not talk about it. Some of our fulefu we have there, just for them to work 48 hours, that's what they know. That's why what is coming in this world, it have not started. The Europe is going to be toxic. It's already toxic already. FAA, so many freedom fighting associations, they are already writing letters that should be scrutinizing their pilots because of microditis. Pilots are collapsing. That's why mostly right now they put 2 pilots, professional pilots, not the one way they learn now. People are fighting for it to avoid plane crash. That's why they have the one that happened in India, that they know why it happens. It was as a result of microditis. So all these are intel, but now we are not supposed to be counting it as if not consignment. At times, if you know about something, because information you know is going to lead you to your transformation. It is better you know about something that does not just know how it comes. So what is loading in Nigeria not be joke. It's going to affect innocent people. That's why now you see them talking about Naira. The topic I was supposed to be treating today, I have to skip it. I wanted to tell you the disadvantage of the advantage you got or the Naira they've changed. Automatically go to collapse all these bad people, so you want to collapse their system. There are money we bring to Nigeria right now, you'll be arrested. You cannot be bringing 500 million naira. You are carrying it to bank. You'll be arrested now. It's a trap for all these, the Tunubu and the rest of them. I think allegedly, I don't really know how true it is. Let me show you something. Allegedly, that 8 truck or so, 8 trailer, 8 containers, conveying naira from Tunubu house were intercepted. by security agency. It's an 8 container. I don't know how truthful it is. From Tinubu how to bank, I've been arrested. Look at it. I don't know how truthful it is. I know a lot of you know the meaning of allegedly. Maybe it may come out later as real news. If Tinubu can keep Bolivar in his house, he can also do this. Now, it is long ago they started storing this money for campaign. I said Tinubu might have evaluated the population of Nigeria, and each card, he can be able to pay 100,000 naira for each card. If a woman can be so right now, woman with the husband, they will prank her with 50K, he go give the guy a baker can make blow. Now that's a woman want go vote. You give her 100K, may not sell a card. Nigeria, our consciousness, our mind, our conscience have not built up to that extent that somebody will lay you, give me this thing, go back. They will give it out because of the situation of the country. Why did they make you first of all hungry? They first of all make you hungry so that at the time they are giving you any amount of money to buy your vote, you sell it for them. And some of the reason why this currency reset is going to affect all these people, they can no longer buy enough votes apart from the Amajiri they are going to be bringing from Mali, bringing from Niger to come and vote. If I were to be Nigerian security agency, for example, Nigeria was a good country, by now the border might have been blocked. Any bus coming loaded with people, they should return them back, unless if we don't have a free and fair election. INEC might have even go to Niger with their registration machine to go and register millions of people there. 4 days to election, you see them start trooping in. You are going to be seeing them. That's how they ran the election. And not that the election is still going to fix the country. They want to continue with the system. Now, who is supporting them? There is an old system of 1914. It remains today. And the only thing that can break this very old system is for you to say no to this nonsense they are about to cause in Nigeria. Lucky shooting about the answers. International community that you are crying for, international community come and help us. Did they say anything about it? They gave them money. Lucky massacre. Nigerian government were supposed to be impeached or even be tried in Nuremberg Code 2.0. Buhari was the person impersonating Buhari supposed to be Guantanamo now because it's a crime against humanity. Unleashing on innocent protesters. Know that they were violent and they were also carrying Nigerian flag. You kill them. That case today, we sweep it under the carpet. But we that said Obi, we have forgotten that soon. That's how they are going to make you forget tomorrow after chatting Obi after 6 months. You say, we don't live all of them are the same. I'm not going to ever vote again. That's what we are going to say at the end of the day. That's what I mean. I'm interested about the system. But I don't want war to break. At the end of the day, we are going to lose what's going to take us 100 years again to build. Nnamdi Kanu disciple and his allies, they are not staying back. They want to pay Nigeria back according to the coin they also used to pay them in 1967. Social media, we are supposed to use it to read about our history of what happened in the past, but we don't read. We are uploading pictures, editing videos. But at the end of the day, my brother, you that suffered, spent many years abroad, before you took on for now, you will lose your house. We know the pray may what happen. That's why I try to stop a lot of things. I believe on lead me not into temptation is better than I start praying, deliver me from evil. I put my information ahead. That was why when before it even started, I warned you about it. It is not that I started saying that was indigestion. I started saying right from every of my video, I must add it. So that you that have committed yourself in taking to end it like that is not going to be good for you. Up to today, we are seeing all what the arbiter of activism have said is sacrosanct, it must come to pass. You may count it as if my head is not correct. You may count it as if I'm making noise. You may look at it that millions of people is not watching me. Facebook knows the reason why they shrink my video because they don't want people to be safe to reach my message. They give you out to people who preach contaminated messages because there is a way they want your brain to remain. Nothing good can ever come and you can never amount to anything in your head. That's why today, no Nigerian is fighting for freedom apart from supporting a leader who is going to, give you an appointment tomorrow. Life is not all about money. At times, good health. Let's say, for example, when I'm doing this very video, I have headache here, I have something here, something is cutting my vein. I will not be able to do it effectively. I know nobody that is not going to die, but it is better you die at the right time, not causing unnecessary pains for yourself. So for those of you watching this video, go and think about it. This thing I'm saying, does it make sense? Does it make sense? Or I'm just forging it? It's going to be an event that will happen. Nnamdi Kanu have said it. Either Biafra or all of them will perish. He said in one of his videos. Let me see if I can even get out the video for us so that I play part of it. So these people, they mean what they are doing. Another normal condition, a person demand for freedom, you go give them. But the reason why Nigerian government, it is not really Nigerian people that are doing this thing. It is the Western and the influence, the demonic influence they've already put upon us. That's what we do, can only agitate on our own. How will the justice system of Nigeria free somebody discharged and acquitted? No court have the right to hold that person again. Discharged and acquitted is supposed to be discharged and acquitted. The reason why they still keep Nnamdi Kanu, They want to use Nnamdi Kanu to do the population in Nigeria. And you yourself that is in the country, you are not reasoning it. You think it's going to get to Sadebe, number 10 Downing Street? Raji Sunak is a very small guy. Raji Sunak cannot move because he doesn't know how Nigerian problem started. You cannot go and call Queen. Queen is dead. You cannot go and call Charles. You have a born in there. Knock one river. Who are you going to call? That's why when Obi went to chat, okay, tell me, election is going on in your country. You are doing debate in UK. Then you are happy that Peter Obi won in UK. What have been the use of the UK to you? You are doing debate in UK. And you are not talking about the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu that we even made the election to work. You see that we will leave our problem and we are fighting another one. Because, okay, now, Peter Obi speaking good English in UK. Tinubu could not even say anything. All he could say in his mind, a town hall is different from Bala Blue. Then you are happy. How does that fix up your nation? We are having problem in Nigeria. You are protesting in UK. And the UK you have been protesting. They are never one day safe. Nnamdi Kanu Bara is a British citizen. Can a white Britain, we are not talking about this Alamajiri, they give passport to, useless passport they give to you, midst of identifying the goats. Will this thing happen? They will not leave it to happen. That's why today, if you see an American, they still differentiate you, black American. They say white American. They say the real American, and they still differentiate you and say black American. It has a meaning. The reason why is this, you have a land. If I'm in my country, you cannot call me a black Nigerian. I am a Nigerian. That's why when they were saying Ghana must go, they did not tell me to go. It was Ghana they were talking about. So you see the differences. Has the Britain been able to say anything tangible since Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested? That it's also a constitution. That in Sarebe Avenue, the legislators, they sat down and say, extraditing Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya is against the law and the case must go to criminal court. Nothing. It has been we who have been speaking. They have not said any viable thing that Nigerian government obeys. If I thought they have talked anything, they're all talking for talking sake. But was he effective? No. The reason why they leave it ineffective because they want to depopulate Nigeria. Nigeria have been their focus right from time. Did you know the weather that we are having in Europe, they are carrying to Africa? Because they have not been able to catch every one of us in Nigeria. That's why they are still delaying. They want to carry the same weather. Okay, you don't know they manipulate weather because you are a goat. They manipulate the weather you are seeing. Right from time, Europe, you are not like this. They manipulated the weather. It is weather manipulation now. They want to extend it. That's why they have been saying climate change. Do you think God will be so stupid? Climate will change. Climate not the change. Now people will decide the change. It is what they are doing that what they are making them to say climate change. Because they've disturbed the earth. Climate does not change. Why is it that Donald Trump came and never believed on climate change? Why did Donald Trump remove himself from NATO? Funding NATO? A lot of you does not think. That's why I wonder you are in Europe, you does not think. Or you don't believe on block and summit. Now you come like that. It pains me most of the time that we human beings does not think. And later we say we are Christian. We are shouting and receive it. As if it and receive it. Now they build Europe. Europe, you are just saying we are just built by people like me who have their brain set out of their head, who stand to be a patriot. Our constitution must be interpreted. The rights of the people must be protected. But today nobody cares. We are living our life, uploading pictures. No, fine life. Leave it. You are going to put hand like this later. And watch how all your assets go down. The people that were alive in 1967, they don't want such a thing to happen again. What makes Nigerian to conquer Biafra? It was because the foreign countries that joined them and there was no hunger. It was the hungry that the world now see that made them to cause for seizure or ceasefire in the war. This time around, so many millions and millions of Biafra, 3.5 million were down. But because the war, not reached what they happen so. And a son from that land grew up and said, give us our freedom. If you are sensible enough, if Biafra is good, for example, Benima can go and buy house in Inewi. People don't really know the effectiveness or the use of if Biafra got their freedom today. How our life will be good. At least you have a neighboring brother who can also, okay, look at Italy now. There are a lot of Italians that have house in Spain. Some Spanish people, they buy house in everywhere. This intertrade is there. They don't love border against each other. As soon as, okay, you are from Italy, pass. Their border is very free to pass. So far, you are not carrying